Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Himo TV. I am Munirat Jubril. First, here are the major headlines for today. I await court action over comments on Ige's murder. Professor Wale Soyinka. Why we sacked Abuja Imam, Mosque chairman. DSS prevented Kanu from changing clothes. Court strikes out Kyari suit against NDLEA. Ogun youth, friend rapes, kills OAU graduates. Suspect parents celebrate arrest. Reactions as NFF begins search for new Eagles coach. Now the news in details. Nobel laureate Professor Wale Soyinka on Thursday expressed enthusiasm to be involved in legal proceedings to unravel killers of a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Chief Bola Ige. Soyinka on Saturday, in a statement, said resumption of investigation into Ige's murder was already hamstrung and disrupt of credibility with the emergence of a prime suspect in the case as the National Secretary of the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC. A former Deputy Governor of Osun State, Chief Iyola Omishore, emerged the party's National Secretary at the 2022 National Convention of the APC held from March 26 to 27, where 77 national officers emerged. In 2002, he was arraigned for Ige's murder, but later acquitted alongside 10 others tried for the case. Omishore, who replied Soyinka's position in a statement, also instructed his lawyer to write the elder statesman demanding a retraction of the comments. Ige, also an ex-governor of Old Oyo State, was assassinated by suspected gunmen at his Bodija, Ibadan, Oyo State home on December 23, 2001. The elder statesman noted, "When I make a statement that someone implicated in a certain crime and that the degree of that implication is such that the person should not even aspire for a certain kind of office in this society, I am talking about justice. It has nothing to do with record in court. I want to assure this man who feels that his civic right has been trampled upon by the statement that even if he was guilty, it does not mean he is not qualified to do anything for humanity." He stated, "When you decape a man publicly and toss it to thugs to play around with, that means sooner or the other. Let me repeat this. That does not mean that you were responsible directly for the person's death," he added. Khalid was sacked by the Mosque committee on Monday after a sermon on Friday, which assessed the security situation of the country. Danzo said, while speaking with BBC Hausa, saying prior to the sack, he had warned the imam to deviate from such preachings that could trigger controversies in the country. According to him, some Nigerians would take advantage of such preaching to incite violence and make sure the election was cancelled. Her biggest issue with Sheikh Nuru Khalid was that he said Nigerians should not vote except politicians assure them of security. I had personally sat down with Sheikh Nuru Khalid. I told him that Nigeria is currently in a delicate situation regarding the election. So we need to be careful since you came to the mosque. You have been attacking the government and nothing has changed, he said. For the 18th time, the Department of State Services has refused to allow the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to change his clothes. Head of his legal team, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has said. He also said that Kanu's health status was gradually deteriorating due to poor medical treatment. According to him, the IPOB leader has also expressed optimism that he would get justice in the case scheduled for Friday, April 8th, before Justice Binta Nyako of a federal high court in Abuja. Kanu is facing trial over alleged links with treasonable felony. Ejiofor stated this in a statement issued on Thursday night after visiting his client in the custody of the DSS. The visit was to put finishing touches to the preparations for Friday's all-important court ruling on our application challenging the competence of the amended 15 counts filed by the prosecution. The suit is requesting the court's compelling interpretation of relevant statutory provisions and international treaties, which the federal government of Nigeria grossly violated in their desperation to abduct and forcefully rendition of Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. A federal high court in Abuja on Thursday dismissed a fundamental enforcement right filed by a suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, Kyari, against the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Justice Inyang Ekwo dismissed that the suit after counsel for the NDLEA, Joseph Sunday, prayed the court that the matter be struck out. Justice Ekwo said he was informed that Ikena sent a letter praying the court for an adjournment. But the letter was not filed by the lawyer and therefore not in compliance with the court's rule. The judge directed that the letter be shown to the NDLEA's counsel. Sunday, who expressed surprise with the development, said he was not copied in the letter in accordance with the rule of the court. Also, the judge, after going into the substantive matter and seeing that parties had joined issues in the suit, went ahead to dismiss the case. The Punch had earlier reported that Ekwo had, on March 15th, threatened to strike out the fundamental enforcement rights suit following the delay by Ikena to serve Sunday a further and better affidavit after being served with the counter affidavit since February 28. Men of the Ogun State Police Command have arrested a 23-year-old man, Ikena James, for allegedly raping and killing a 29-year-old graduate of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Oluwatosin Ade Fisayo. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi, in a statement on Thursday, said the suspect lived in the same compound with the deceased. He explained that James sought for the help of his friend and broke into Ade Fisayo's apartment in the night through the ceiling while she was fast asleep. The suspect was said to have raped and strangled her. The PPRO said the suspect was caught while coming down from the ceiling after committing the crime. His friend, however, escaped from the scene. Oyeyemi said neighbors, including the parents of the suspect, woke up in the morning only to discover that the apartment of the deceased has been broken into. The neighbors there and then invited local vigilantes to the scene, and while at the scene, Ikena was seen coming down from the ceiling where he had been hiding after the act. He was quickly held down while a distress call was made to the police at the Ogijo Divisional Headquarters. On interrogation, Ikenna, whose partner in crime ran away, confessed to the crime. He also informed the police that they decided to kill the victim after raping her because they discovered that she recognized them. The PPRO said the parents of the suspect described his arrest as good riddance to bad rubbish. Oyeyemi said the parents said they had already given up on him as he was the black sheep of the family. They also appealed to the authorities to ensure that appropriate punishment was meted out to him, he added. Finally, to the sport news. Following the Super Eagles' failed bid to qualify for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, the country's football faithful are divided over the national team's next head coach, the Punch reports. The Nigerian Football Federation has begun moves to hire a new coach after it tasked its technical and development subcommittee to begin the search for a gaffer for the national team. Austin Iguavon and his technical crew were relieved of their positions after the Eagles were beaten by Ghana in the playoff to Qatar and failed to qualify for the world's biggest football showcase. While no name has been mentioned as a possible candidate, there were reports that former Eagles coach Sunday Olise is in the running for the position, while Austin on Monday also stated that he would love to return to the coaching position in the future. Peter Dibia added, Super Eagles need Emmanuel Hamneke. Afam Udezo, who also shared Dibia's opinion, stated, "It is an indigenous coach for me. Both Ghana and Senegal have indigenous coaches, and the North Africans usually employ indigenous coaches. It is time Nigeria looked inwards." Foreign coach to help us organize the talent of our boys, the indigenous coach doesn't have that pedigree, the mayor of Owerri added. That was the news. But before we go, here are the major headlines once again. I await court action over comments on Ike's murder, Professor Wole Soyinka. Why we sacked Abuja Imam, Mosque chairman. DSS prevented Kanu from changing clothes. Court strikes out Kyari's suit against NDLEA. Ogun youth, friend rapes, kills OAU graduate, suspect parents celebrate arrest. Reactions as NFF begins search for new Eagles coach. Are you following us on all our social media pages? On Facebook, Bagede Himo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Bagede Himo _22. On YouTube, Baba Bagede Himo TV. Don't forget to like, click on the red subscribe button, comment, and share. And for advert placement, call the number showing below your screen. Good afternoon once again. I'm Jibril Munirat.